Okay, 5.2 covers combinations. So combinations are the number of arrangements when order does not matter. Okay, and we see this in everyday life when we're dealt a card of hands, because we can put the cards in any order that we want. And if we form a committee, like say there's 3 people on the committee, well, they're just randomly 3 people. Like there's no hierarchy. There's no first person, second person, third person. Okay. So in this case, order does not matter. And there's no assigned jobs, assigned roles. Okay. So here's our formula. Okay. Combinations of n distinct objects. So there's going to be n items, and you're choosing R. Okay. Whenever I do combinations, I use the word choose. You can't go by this because sometimes a word problem will say choose and it's actually a permutation, but I will focus on this word. So we're talking NCR, and you should be able to see this this function on your calculator. So it's like 8 people and you're choosing 3, or 10 flavors of ice cream and you're choosing 2, right? And the actual formula for this is NPR over R factorial. And then again, NPR, we've seen that before. It's like n factorial over n minus r factorial. And that's all over our r factorial. Or in other words, n factorial over n minus r factorial. And we will use some of these. Okay, there are those 3 notations. Oh, sorry, there are 3 notations for the combination function. Okay, so we can write it NCR or C, like the choose function, and then it's always in the form n comma r. Or we can write it as, sorry, this doesn't come up correctly on this. We can write it as NR. So it looks like a fraction, but there's no line in between the n and the r, and that just means n choose r. Okay, so here's our first example. How many different 3 flavor ice cream cones? Okay, so you get a cone, you want 3 different flavors. Can you get from an ice cream shop with 25 different flavors? So this is actually quite easy, and these ones are very quick. That's why you probably have a lot of homework. All we do is we have 25 in total ice cream flavors, and we're choosing 3. Okay, and I just simply put this into my calculator. Okay, so I get 2,300. If you want to look at this as like the long root, what we can do is let's use this last formula here. Let's use 25 factorial over 25 minus 3 factorial, and then 3 factorial. Let's see what we get. 25 factorial divided by 22 factorial, and again divided by 3 factorial. Yep, I get 2,300 as well. Try those 2, make sure that you know how to use these buttons and this formula.